Did you know that your gut health could be one of the strongest predictors of heart disease? Studies have shown that people with an imbalanced gut microbiome have a 62% higher risk of developing cardiovascular disease. That's right. What's happening in your gut can actually influence your heart health, metabolism, and even your current body weight. In today's video, we'll uncover how your gut microbiome impacts your heart and metabolism, and how a few small changes, like adding the right foods, can help keep you healthy and resilient. Let's dive in. Peace be upon you and welcome back to MenHuman. I'm Dr. Haidar Faraj, a certified cardiologist, nutritionist, and a personal trainer. Here on this channel, we dive deep into the science of health, metabolism, and how to live a more balanced, healthier life. Today, we are diving into a topic that might just change how you think about your health: the gut-heart connection. Now, most of us know our gut is essential for digestion, but what's less known is how this second brain in your gut influences so much more, including the health of your heart. You see, the gut is home to trillions of bacteria that play a huge role in breaking down food, producing essential nutrients, and even regulating immune functions. But the big surprise, recent research shows that these tiny microbes don't stay in the gut. They actually impact how well our heart functions, influence our metabolism, and can even affect whether or not we are at risk for cardiovascular disease. So why does this matter? Well, understanding the gut's role means we are not just stuck with our heart or metabolic health. We can actually take steps to improve it by nourishing our microbiome. Today, I'll be sharing how your gut health can protect or harm your heart metabolism, and what simple changes you can make to help your body work in harmony. Let's dive right in. When we think about heart health, what typically comes to our minds? Cholesterol, exercise, maybe even blood pressure, right? But gut health, that rarely makes the list. And that's one of the biggest misconceptions out there. Most people think of the gut as just a digestive organ, but the truth is that it's far more than that. The gut microbiome, or the ecosystem of bacteria in our digestive tract, impacts so many parts of the body, and yet many of us overlook it, focusing only on diet or medication to lower cholesterol without realizing the gut's crucial role. Here is another misconception. Many believe that as long as they avoid high cholesterol foods or stick to heart-healthy exercises, they are fully protecting their heart. But without a healthy gut microbiome, you could be missing a vital piece of the puzzle. What we don't realize is that when the gut microbiome is off balance, it can produce harmful compounds like trimethylamine N oxide, or in short, TMAO, that have been linked directly to artery plaque formation and an increased risk of heart disease. So without addressing gut health, we might still be at risk, even if we are doing everything else right. That's why today's topic matters. By bringing awareness to the gut-heart connection, we can empower ourselves to take a more holistic approach, supporting both our digestion and our cardiovascular health. Let's explore how this works and the simple steps we can take to make sure our gut is working with us, not against us. Alright, let's dig into the science of how your gut is connected to your heart. As strange as it might sound, the trillions of bacteria in your gut are doing a lot more than helping you digest food. They are influencing your body's metabolism, calorie absorption, inflammation levels, cholesterol balance, and even your heart health. There are multiple different types of bacteria in your gut, but the two major families of bacteria in this process are Bacteroidetes and Firmicutes. Let's take a closer look at how Bacteroidetes and Firmicutes impact cholesterol, LDL particles, and inflammation, each playing a crucial role in heart health. Starting with Bacteroidetes. These bacteria help us break down complex carbohydrates and fibers, producing beneficial short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, like acetate, butyrate, and propionate. SCFAs are known as natural anti-inflammatories. They travel through the body, helping to reduce inflammation in blood vessels and lowering the overall inflammation levels that often drive cardiovascular disease. When inflammation is kept low, blood vessels stay flexible and less prone to damage, helping prevent arterial plaque buildup. This is essential because chronic inflammation is a key factor in the development of heart disease. But Bacteroidetes don't stop there. They also help with cholesterol regulation in a few different ways. Let me break it down simply. First, Bacteroidetes help convert cholesterol into bile acids in the liver. Bile acids are essential for digesting fats, and when we produce more bile, it uses up more cholesterol, effectively lowering cholesterol levels in the body. Once these bile acids reach the intestines, Bacteroidetes play another key role by helping to either recycle or eliminate them. Some bile acids are reabsorbed back to the bloodstream and returned to the liver to be reused, while others are excreted, effectively removing excess cholesterol from the body. This whole process, transforming cholesterol into bile, then recycling or excreting it, means we end up with lower LDL cholesterol overall and fewer of those harmful small dense LDL particles, which are more likely to cause artery damage. So by supporting Bacteroidetes, we are helping regulate cholesterol levels and protect our heart. And by supporting a less inflamed environment, Bacteroidetes also play a role in the quality of LDL particles. With lower inflammation, LDL particles tend to be large and less dense, reducing the risk that they'll enter arterial walls and contribute to plaque formation. In short, Bacteroidetes help keep inflammation, cholesterol, and small dense LDL levels in check, protecting the heart on multiple fronts. Now let's look at Firmicutes. While these bacteria serve useful digestive functions, an overgrowth of Firmicutes can lead to issues, especially when it comes to inflammation. Firmicutes thrive on diets high in refined carbs and saturated fats, and when they dominate the gut microbiome, they can shift the body into a pro-inflammatory state. This increased inflammation not only damages blood vessels, but also makes LDL particles smaller and denser, increasing the risk of heart disease. Firmicutes are one of the major groups of bacteria responsible for producing trimethylamine, TMA, during the breakdown of choline-rich foods like eggs and red meat. There are other bacterial groups that also contribute to TMA production, but Firmicutes is the main one. The liver then converts TMA into trimethylamine N oxide, TMAO, a compound linked to an increase in small dense LDL particles that promote atherosclerosis. These small dense particles are more likely to penetrate artery walls, triggering inflammation and accelerating plaque buildup. And it's a vicious cycle. As TMAO levels rise, inflammation increases, which then leads to more small dense LDL. This pro-inflammatory environment fueled by Firmicutes and TMAO doesn't just impact cholesterol, it directly affects blood vessel health, promoting the kind of plaque formation that can lead to cardiovascular events such as strokes or heart attacks. The good news is that there are natural ways to reduce TMAO production. Studies show that dimethylbutanol, or DMB, a compound found in foods like olive oil, rapeseed oil, and balsamic vinegar, can inhibit the enzyme in Firmicutes responsible for converting choline to TMA. This means that by adding olive oil to meals with these foods, you may be able to reduce TMAO, lower small dense LDL, and reduce inflammation to support a healthier heart. Additionally, ongoing research is exploring pharmacological interventions to inhibit this enzyme further, with the potential to lower TMAO levels significantly, possibly even reducing the need for statins in the future. By targeting TMAO, you're not only decreasing inflammation, but also improving your overall lipid profile, addressing two major contributors to cardiovascular disease. So to recap, Bacteroidetes help us in three major ways. By producing scFAs that reduce inflammation, promoting cholesterol and bile acid excretion, and lowering small dense LDL levels. This trio of benefits makes Bacteroidetes essential allies for heart health. On the flip side, an overgrowth of Firmicutes can raise inflammation, increase TMAO levels, and lead to a rise in harmful small dense LDL particles. By understanding this balance between Bacteroidetes and Firmicutes, we can make choices that actively support a heart-friendly gut environment. Up next, we'll look at practical steps you can take to promote Bacteroidetes, reduce Firmicutes, and support a heart-healthy microbiome. Let's make sure our gut is working for our heart, not against it. To promote Bacteroidetes, first you need to prioritize fiber-rich foods. Fiber is the fuel that Bacteroidetes thrive on, helping them produce valuable short-chain fatty acids, or SCFAs, which reduce inflammation and support cholesterol balance. Here's a quick tip. Choose a mix of soluble and insoluble fibers. Soluble fiber found in foods like beans, almonds, walnuts, psyllium, and apples dissolves in water and create a gel-like substance that nourishes beneficial bacteria in your gut. Insoluble fiber found in foods like leafy greens, sweet potatoes, and fruits, especially their skins, helps bulk up stool and keep digestion smooth, which indirectly supports a healthy gut environment. Also, consider adding foods rich in polyphenols, like unsweetened cacao, berries, and green tea. Polyphenols are powerful antioxidants that encourage the growth of Bacteroidetes by feeding good bacteria and reducing inflammation in the gut. Aim to include a variety of fiber sources, such as leafy greens, soaked and pressure-cooked legumes, fruits, nuts, and polyphenol-rich foods in every meal. By providing these nutrients, you'll help Bacteroidetes flourish and naturally reduce Firmicutes dominance. Setting a daily goal of 25 to 30 grams of fiber is ideal for most adults. This balance will encourage a healthy gut environment, keeping inflammation low and promoting a better cholesterol profile. Next, limit refined carbohydrates. Firmicutes thrive on processed foods, sugars, and simple carbs, which encourage their overgrowth. High levels of Firmicutes have been linked to increased TMAO production and inflammation, so reducing these foods can make a big impact. Instead of consuming white bread, sugary snacks, and processed foods, choose whole fruits, vegetables, and legumes. These nutrient-dense foods are rich in healthy fiber and support Bacteroidetes growth while discouraging Firmicutes from dominating your gut. Fermented foods are a fantastic way to add beneficial bacteria directly to your gut. Foods like yogurt, kefir, pickles, sauerkraut, and kimchi contain probiotics which help enhance gut diversity and balance. What makes options like pickles, kimchi, and sauerkraut even more incredible is that they are a two-in-one powerhouse. They contain both prebiotics and probiotics. The prebiotics in these foods feed the good bacteria already in your gut, while the probiotics introduce new beneficial bacteria. This combination makes these foods especially powerful for regulating inflammation, supporting heart health, and promoting a diverse, balanced microbiome. Try to include a serving or two of fermented foods each day. Just a small amount can go a long way toward cultivating a gut environment where Bacteroidetes can thrive and Firmicutes remain in check. If you're eating choline-rich foods like ayadou with eggs or red meat, try pairing them with food rich in dimethylbutanol, DMB, which is naturally found in olive oil, rapeseed oil, and balsamic vinegar. DMB works by inhibiting the bacterial enzymes in Firmicutes that convert choline into TMA, the precursor to TMAO. Adding olive oil to your meal, for instance, may help reduce TMAO production, keeping inflammation levels lower and small dense LDL in check. It's a simple change, but it can make a big impact on heart health. To keep Firmicutes bacteria in check, let's talk about how the types of fats we eat can influence our gut microbiome. Unfortunately, saturated fats can encourage the growth of Firmicutes. To reduce this effect, try including omega-3 fatty acids with any saturated fats you consume. Omega-3s found in fatty fish, flax seeds, walnuts, and in supplements are anti-inflammatory and support a healthier gut microbiome. By balancing saturated fats with omega-3s, we help protect our gut and keep inflammation low. Another tip, Avoid pairing saturated fats with simple carbohydrates like sugars and refined grains. When saturated fats are consumed with simple carbs like pizzas or cheeseburgers or high-fat sugary desserts, they create an environment that promotes Firmicutes growth and increase small dense LDL particles, which can raise cardiovascular risks. So, limit simple carbs when eating saturated fats to keep Firmicutes from thriving. Studies show that regular physical activity promotes gut diversity and increases the abundance of Bacteroidetes. These shifts help regulate inflammation and supports a healthier cholesterol profile. Even moderate activities like walking, jogging, or cycling can make a difference. Aim for at least 30 minutes of movement each day to encourage a more balanced microbiome that benefits your heart. Finally, don't overlook the importance of hydration. Water helps keep food and waste moving smoothly through your digestive system, which supports beneficial bacteria and prevents the overgrowth of potentially harmful strains. Aim for about 3.7 liters or around 13 8-ounce glasses of water a day for men and about 2.7 liters around 9 8-ounce glasses for women. Adding a squeeze of lemon can give you an extra boost of antioxidants and a refreshing twist. Staying well hydrated is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to maintain a balanced, healthy gut environment, supporting digestion and the growth of beneficial bacteria. Proper hydration is especially important for those with busy, active lifestyles, as it helps keep both energy levels and gut health in top shape. To recap, here is your action plan for a heart-friendly gut microbiome. Load up on both soluble and insoluble fiber-rich foods along with polyphenols to fuel Bacteroidetes. Limit refined carbs, discourage Firmicutes. Include fermented foods daily for a boost of prebiotics and probiotics. Add DMB-rich foods like olive oil with meals containing eggs or meat. Balance saturated fats with omega-3s and avoid pairing saturated fats with simple carbs. Get regular exercise to boost gut diversity. And last, stay hydrated to support digestion. By following these steps, you're creating an environment where Bacteroidetes can thrive while keeping Firmicutes in check, supporting both your gut and overall health. Remember, these small changes can have a powerful impact over time. Alright, we've covered a lot so far, but here is where it all comes together. To truly understand the power of the gut-heart connection, let's look at a few groundbreaking studies that drive this point home. A recent study published in the Journal of American College of Cardiology followed a group of participants to examine how their gut bacteria, and specifically the production of TMAO, affected their heart health over time. The findings were striking. Those with high TMAO levels had a 62% greater risk of major cardiovascular events, including heart attacks and strokes, compared to those with lower TMAO levels. The researchers discovered that TMAO directly promotes artery plaque buildup, contributes to atherosclerosis, encourages blood clots, and even causes inflammation in the vessel walls. In other words, the gut bacteria, specifically Firmicutes, which is mostly responsible for TMAO production, are directly influencing the health of our arteries and our risk of heart disease. Another study found a link between elevated levels of TMAO and heart failure. Elevated TMAO levels are often observed in patients with heart failure and are associated with higher long-term mortality. But here is the critical part. Another study found that people who consume foods rich in dimethylbutanol, like olive oil, had significantly lower TMAO levels. DMB appears to inhibit the bacterial pathway responsible for TMAO production, giving us a practical way to influence our heart health through diet and gut care. So these studies not only highlight the link between gut health and heart disease, but also provide us with a powerful takeaway. By managing our gut bacteria and choosing foods like olive oil or balsamic vinegar, we can actively reduce TMAO levels and protect our hearts. This isn't just a theory, it's evidence-backed science that we can start applying today. This is the heart of today's message. The gut-heart connection is real, it's powerful, and it's something we can positively influence with just a few conscious choices. We've covered a lot today, so let's recap the key points about the powerful connection between your gut and your heart. First, we explored how the bacteria in your gut, especially Bacteroidetes and Firmicutes, don't just aid in digestion. They actually play a critical role in influencing inflammation, cholesterol regulation, and even the size and type of LDL particles that impact cardiovascular health. We then looked at TMAO, a compound produced by certain gut bacteria when we eat foods rich in choline, like eggs and red meat. TMAO has been directly linked to increased risk of cardiovascular events, including heart attacks and strokes, by promoting plaque buildup, blood clotting, and vessel inflammation. But the good news, you can influence these outcomes by adding heart-friendly foods like olive oil, which contains DMB, which can inhibit TMAO production. Foods rich in fiber and probiotics, along with omega-3s, regular hydration and exercise help promote beneficial bacteria like Bacteroidetes, supporting both gut health and a heart-healthy environment. The takeaway is simple but powerful. Maintaining a balanced gut isn't just about digestion. It's one of the best ways to support your heart health. By making small, conscious choices every day, you can create a gut environment that works for you, keeping inflammation low, LDL quality high, and your heart protected. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the gut-heart connection. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below with your thoughts or questions, and consider subscribing for more insights just like this. In our upcoming video, we are going to reveal how your gut is related to metabolism and plays a huge role in weight gain or loss. So, if you've ever wondered why some people seem to gain weight faster even while eating less, make sure to subscribe to catch this important video. And if you're curious about ways to improve your LDL profile, check out our video on LDL right here. It covers actionable steps to improve LDL quality and protect your heart. Or if you're interested in understanding how fats may or may not be linked to heart disease, don't miss our video on dietary fats right here. It's full of information to help you make better choices for your heart. We recently noticed a positive shift in our channel. Our non-subscriber watch hours have moved from 88% down to 83%. So thank you for helping make that improvement. If you're watching and haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It truly helps us support this channel and spread accurate science-backed knowledge to help everyone lead a healthier life. Until next time, take care of your gut. It's working hard to take care of you. Stay healthy and peace be upon you. Assalamu alaikum.